That's who you guys want me to respect? Because you beat an awful Miami Dolphin? I watched every single ounce of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, it was horrible. Shout out to the rushing game of Judkins. Shout out to the Brown defense that we knew about already. You see me have the jersey for a reason. I am going to expose your Cleveland Browns on this video.
Cleveland just can't help itself. Another Sunday, another soap opera, and this time, even the owner's patience snapped. Jimmy Haslam didn't just frown from the box, he exploded. The Browns somehow beat Miami, but what happened on that sideline told a different story. You could see it in every camera cut, every fan boo, every sideline stare. The Browns didn't just play bad football, they played scared football. And when fear runs your franchise, chaos always follows.
I don't think they close though. Like, it got so bad, I had to go back to watch Oregon, right? Just to make sure I wasn't tripping. I watched Oregon and I watched Shedeur. Nobody can tell me that he's better than Shedeur. You can't tell me that.
No, not at Shedeur's
You cannot
best.
tell me that.
Not at Shedeur's best.
You can't tell me that.
No.
I watched enough tape and I watched enough football and I know enough to see. When I watch these two dudes, I'll probably watch over 20 games. Just to make sure I wasn't tripping. There's no way nobody that watched both of their films would say he's better than Shedeur.
Haslam reportedly went off on Kevin Stefanski after the game, furious that Shedeur Sanders was still riding the bench, while Dillon Gabriel was out there throwing 55 yards of football misery. 55 yards. That's not an NFL stat line. That's a crime scene. The locker room looked like a bad reality show. Players avoiding eye contact.
Now, let me keep it real from the start. Shedeur Sanders would have played this game 10 times better than what we saw from Dillon Gabriel. Hell, Deshaun Watson would have done better right now. Even Bailey Zappi would have done way better than those bubble screens, redundant passes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, Judkins stole.
Coaches pretending nothing's wrong, and a billionaire pacing like a man, calculating the price of an entire coaching staff's funeral. Cleveland didn't just win ugly, they won embarrassingly. But the real story wasn't about the score. It was about what Cleveland refuses to face. They're sitting on a talent that could change everything, and they're too scared to unleash him.
That face right there tells you everything you need to know about Shedeur possibly getting in ever. Oh my God. Look how f***ing happy he is. Look at this nigga, bro. I don't know if his number's gonna be called. There's no evidence to suggest that. Oh, they're going Wildcat? Interesting. Wildcat never makes sense to me because you always know what it's coming. Oh, they're running it.
Stefanski's playbook has become a safety blanket. 3rd and 8, screen, 2nd and long, draw, 4th and desperate, punt and pray. It's not coaching, it's survival mode. The kind that turns potential dynasties into decade-long punchlines.
And it looked like Kevin Stefanski is responding to bad reports. Well, it's no secret that Kevin Stefanski has found himself another week, even after getting the win, back into some drama. This time is for not playing Shedeur Sanders in the 4th quarter of that game. Now, we know they ultimately walked away, beating the Miami Dolphins 31-6. But what took away from the storyline was the fans' reactions to seeing Shedeur, and more importantly, him not playing.
Every pass from Gabriel felt like he was allergic to risk, allergic to distance, allergic to confidence. The fans saw it. The defense felt it. The locker room knows it. Safe football doesn't protect you. It kills you slowly. And Cleveland is slowly dying in front of everyone. Stefanski calls it protecting the team. Haslam calls it what it is: stupidity wrapped in caution tape.
And if you are there when Shedeur becomes the starting quarterback, the power dynamic will shift and retribution will be had. Meaning, once Shedeur Sanders plays for the Cleveland Browns and they get to see it, and Shedeur Sanders becomes the #1 quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski will be fired.
But somewhere behind that chaos, Shedeur Sanders sat, helmet on, eyes sharp, waiting for a call that never came. The camera caught him once, staring at the field with that calm, focused expression, like a lion watching someone else play with its food.
There's times when you message to your football team, I should say this, I message the football team every single day, and there's sometimes you use different tools to get their attention.
And have you ever been that intense the way he described it? Is that you gave it to them pretty good?
The Philly comes out every once in a while, yes.
Thanks.
All right, next one, Scott.
Hey, Kevin, did that feel like one of the better games that Grant has played? And just how does his versatility help you?
He was awesome. I mean,
That's the part that stings. Because every fan in that stadium knows who should have been out there. You can feel it in the air. That tension that always hovers before Cleveland invents a new disaster. A 1-5 team that somehow looks worse after a win. It's not just bad football, it's cultural rot. The Browns have mastered mediocrity and given it a game plan. Meanwhile, Shedeur waits. His confidence mistaken for arrogance. His patience mistaken for inexperience. They call it development. But what kind of development happens while you watch someone else overthrow screen passes for 3 hours? The locker room feels it too.
Something needs to be shaken up. Yeah. Like this week. I don't know, head coach, quarterback, GM, whoever it is, that's not it. And B-Mac, when you get blown out by a 1-5 team, and you're a 1-5 team, you get blown out in the NFL.
Rookie quarterback too.
Yeah, on a rookie quarterback, right?
Without a win.
Without a win.
Let's keep making the case against it.
That plane ride home,
Yeah.
bro, that is two things. It's either dead quiet or they're going to start cracking the cards out because guys don't care anymore, right? So there is a lack of leadership there.
You can't play elite defense when your offense hands the ball back in 30 seconds. Myles Garrett looks like he's dragging the entire franchise across the field by himself. Every down personal, every sack fueled by frustration. The offense? It's flat. The receivers look like they're running routes for cardio. The tight ends look lost. And the line is blocking for a quarterback who doesn't even trust himself.
If you sitting there and you watch the way Dillon Gabriel played today, and you come on the radio show tomorrow talking about he looked best and the team just has to do better, man, you are straight out asinine and diabolical, man. Tony Grossi, we need answers. There's no way that you can speak for Dillon Gabriel no more. Shedeur Sanders, number 12. We want to see Shedeur. Give Shedeur a shot. Let's see what this offense looks like with Shedeur Sanders in the.
That's not strategy. That's a breakdown in belief. You can feel it. Cleveland's defense isn't just tired physically, they're mentally cooked. You stop an opponent 3 times, only to see your quarterback dump off another pass behind the line. That's not football. That's psychological warfare. Stefanski stands there after every game, talking about process. The process? Losing with a smile.
I never thought I'd feel more sorry for a Miami fan than a Browns fan. Oh my goodness. I just want to point these things out. 31-6. Dillon Gabriel is still in the game after they get the ball back. Now I actually am big on, I don't want Shedeur playing any football until Kevin Stefanski is in coaching. I've said that on so many videos. However, you're up 31-6 to a Miami team that's
Pretending failure is part of the plan. And every week, Shedeur's name gets louder. Fans chant it. Players whisper it. The city wants it. But the man holding the clipboard acts like saying his name out loud is forbidden. It's not about talent anymore. It's about pride. Because the second Shedeur steps on that field and delivers,
getting fired this weekend, which one is it going to be? Is it going to be Mike McDaniels for the Dolphins, or is it going to be Kevin Stefanski? And how can they keep their jobs? When it comes to Kevin Stefanski, since week 14 of last season, you have only averaged 13.7 points. So at this point, we're going to have to see a different quarterback. We already know what Dillon Gabriel is going to get us: a bunch of passes and no yards. Okay? Now, when it comes to the Dolphins, they have scored 134 points just this season. So all they have to do is worry about defense, because we know they can score. What do you guys think? Do you think Kevin Stefanski is going to stick with the same QB and the same offense that's only been producing 3 to 6?
Stefanski's excuses evaporate, and he knows it. That's the real fear. Not losing games, but losing control of the narrative. Even Haslam knows what's happening. He's seen this movie 100 times. New coach, new quarterback, same results.
It's official. Kevin Stefanski hates Shedeur Sanders. There's no way, no how, that he's going to actually ever put Shedeur Sanders in the game. If you can read the stats here, the Browns are up 31-6 No thanks to Dillon Gabriel. He only had maybe a little bit over 100 yards, no touchdowns, 2
Safe choices, soft losses, and press conferences that sound like reruns. The billionaire's patience is thinning, and when billionaires snap, things move fast. The way he looked after that game, you could see the shift, that silent decision forming in his head. Maybe one more bad week, and the entire staff gets cleaned out. Because there's only so many bubble screens a man can watch before he starts questioning his life choices.
Stefanski is now saying, over my dead body will Shedeur get a shot. This is all-time shameful on the part of Kevin Stefanski. He won't even speak Shedeur's name in these interview sessions. There's just a principle involved here where at least you acknowledge that by default, Flacco is now gone. Shedeur moved up a slot. He's second on the depth chart. This was Kevin Stefanski pretty much declaring public war